Well, a big welcome to all of our viewers that are watching. This is the Western Texas College Basketball Classic, men's and women's, here from the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. Just to kind of go over with you what the schedule has been. Today, on Friday, for the men at 4 o'clock, Clarendon took on Hill College. And then the game that's getting ready to start here, Western Texas College is hosting Victoria. Tomorrow on Saturday, November the 20th at 1 o'clock, Victoria will be taking on Clarendon, and Hill College will be taking on WTC at 5 o'clock. For the women, Howard College took on Trinidad State at 2 p.m. today. Western Texas College just got the win over Coastal Bend. And then tomorrow, Coastal Bend and Howard play each other at 11. And then Western Texas College, the Lady Westerners, versus Trinidad State College at 3 o'clock tomorrow. In the game that just concluded that we brought to you, the Lady Westerners, again, not a lot of leads in the game, only really a handful of leads. The Lady Westerners were down 12 to 11 and 28 to 21 at the half. Western Texas College outscored the Lady Cougars in the third quarter 20 to 11, and then both teams at 14 points in the fourth quarter, and the Lady Westerners pulled out a very gritty, gutsy 55 to 53 win. For the game, the Lady Cougars shot 26%, 27% from the field, 15% from three-point range, and 64% from the foul line. The Lady Westerners only shot 41% from the foul line, 24% from the three-point line, and 31% for the game. Their second half, their third quarter, they shot 47% after shooting 20% in the first half, and shot 40% in the fourth quarter. So really a tale of two halves there for the Lady Westerners, and they had out-rebounded the Lady Cougars 48 to 35. So again, the Lady Westerners a gritty win. Meanwhile, now the men and the women will be hosting Weatherford College on the 22nd of November here at the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. So you'll be able to watch it on the live stream, or if you're in the area or want to make the travel or the drive, you'll be able to come see some great basketball, men's and women's Division I junior college basketball. The men here getting ready to take on the Victoria Pirates. The Pirates come in 1-6 overall, where the Westerners come in at 3-3 overall. The Pirates averaging 74 points a game so far. The Westerners averaging 78 points a game so far. The Westerners have 5 people averaging in double figures, 4 people averaging double figures for the Victoria College Pirates. The Westerners are coached by Matt Hardy and assisted by Robert Walton. Meanwhile, the Pirates' head coach is Dante Davis, and he's assisted by Joshua Ivory. So getting ready for the final game of the evening here at the WTC Classic on this Friday, live from the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. It will be your Westerners, your Western Texas College Westerners, hosting the Victoria College Pirates. The Pirates will be dressed in their road black uniforms with the white numerals, lettering, and trim. And the Westerners will be in their home whites with the blue and the green numerals and lettering and trim. All right, we'll be back with the starting lineups and the start of the game in just about a minute. All right, again, this is Western Texas College Classic Basketball. The Westerners, the men's team, after the Westerner ladies team picked up a tough win, 55-53 over Coastal Bend, that they came back and took the lead in the fourth quarter and managed to pull it out, hitting the winning shot with 7 seconds to go. Meanwhile, the men, looking at the starting lineup for Victoria College, the Pirates, Christopher Williams Jr., a 6'8 freshman from Fort Worth, Texas. Michael Hawkins, a 5'11 freshman from Cypress, Texas. Jalen Goodman, 5'10 from Houston. Chandler Collins Johnson, 6'8 from Los Angeles, California. And 22, Marky Strickland, 6'6 from Miami, Florida, out of IMG Academy. For the Westerners, Ahmad Robinson, a sophomore, 6 foot, from West Orange, New Jersey. Number 5, Mason McBride, a 6'5 freshman from Manville, Texas. Benjamin Izagu, a freshman, 6'7 from Ontario, Canada. Sam Ikawoba, a sophomore, 6'5 from Orlando, Florida. And 22, Emmanuel Lawal, out of a 6'7 freshman, again out of Ontario, Canada. So Matt Hardy, the head coach of the Westerners, assisted by Robert Walton, and again for Victoria, their head coach, Dante Davis, assisted by Joshua Ivory. All right, well, it should be a good ball game in store, and if you're in the area and you've got some free time tomorrow, come on out and you can spend the afternoon. There's concessions available, and watch some outstanding Division I junior college basketball, a full slate of teams. And after some of all of the pandemic COVID stuff that everybody's been through here over the last couple of years, it's nice to have a full slate of teams, and we have some fans on hand tonight. And again, for those watching in, we appreciate it. I'm Garen Skates. I'm a faculty member here at Western Texas College. I'm the associate professor for mass communications. And besides teaching, I also manage the radio station. And we're in the process of training some students. They'll be back in the spring semester, and we'll have some student commentators for you. And so we're always excited when we can get the young people on the air and let them practice their skill sets. So the leading scorer, Sam Ikawoba, averaging 15.8, almost 16 points a game for the Westerners. For the Pirates from Victoria College, Elijah E.J. Smith, averaging just a little over 14 points a game. All right, well, we're ready for the tip and ready for this thing to get going. Unlike the women who play 4 quarters, of course, the men play 2 20-minute halves. All right, they get their instructions. The tip is up, and the Westerners have the basketball to start things out. It's McBride with it, and he's over to Sam Ikawoba. Out at the top of the key, looks like man-to-man defense by the Pirates, who have a lot of height on their team. Robinson to Ikawoba with a fadeaway, and dribbles around and drops through. And it's a 2-0 Westerner lead. Back the other way, the Pirates. Williams fires, no good. Ikawoba can't hold on to the rebound. The putback is no good, and the Westerners battle among themselves, and the ball ends up going out of bounds. For the Pirates, Strickland now. The fadeaway, no good. Robinson the rebound. Westerners going from left to right. They're wearing the white home uniforms. Robinson behind the back. On the wing. The long 3, no good. And McBride couldn't get it to go down. Pirates back the other way. Goodman with it. And Goodman tries to throw it out on top, no good, and Robinson up with the layup and good. And a nice fast break for the Westerners. Number 13 for the Pirates. Down in the corner to Goodman. There's been a uniform change, and we believe that might be Elijah Smith with it. That three no good. Ikawoba, Robinson drives, kicks, McBride almost lost it. Goes to the bucket, no good. And Izagu there, but couldn't get the rebound. Smith with it now for the Pirates. Wearing number 13 on his uniform, was number 12 in the roster, in case you're following along. Robinson now forces the action and can't get it to go, but he is fouled on the shot. Strickland with the foul. His first and the team first for Victoria. So Robinson will go to the line shooting 73% on the season at the line. And he has two shots coming. Misses the first one. And it's up. And no good. And Victoria knocks the ball out of bounds. So it'll be Westerner basketball. All right. Well, we've got a discussion now with the officials. All right, the officials are calling everybody away. And they're all right, well, evidently I presume there's a technical foul, but Ikawoba missed the free throw. So we're 4-0 Westerners. Not really sure what that was all about, but it might have been. And that time a double dribble by Robinson, so the turnover right back to Victoria. And it might have been the uniform number discrepancy with Smith, and that created the shot. All right, Smith to Williams to Goodman. Williams, and around the horn, Johnson. Goodman puts it up and gets it to drop. 4-2 Westerners. We're 17 minutes left in the first half. Robinson now into Lawalda Ikawoba. Back to Emmanuel, and he gets the shot rejected. The other way to Smith, the leading scorer for the Pirates. Goodman kicks it out to Johnson for three. No good. McBride the rebound. Ikawoba's going to bring the ball up. Man-to-man defense. Robinson around to the top. Back to the left side. And a screen foul offensively on Lawal. That'll be his first. All right, and it'll be Victoria College basketball. Westerners lead 4-2. Goodman for three, and no good. Izagu the rebound. Goodman got the pass from Johnson, but couldn't get it to drop. Meanwhile, Ikawoba back, misses the three. Izagu's on the deck. And I believe there's a foul on Johnson of Victoria. Two team fouls on Victoria College, one on the Westerners. And the shot up and good by Benjamin Izagu. And it's a 6-2 Westerner lead. Smith out on top against the Westerners, makes the drive. Underhanded shot, no good. And Johnson able to take advantage of the height difference and gets the offensive putback. 6-4 Westerners. Robinson now the other way. Starts to drive in. And they can't handle the pass. Quickly back the other way. And the layup good by Strickland. And we're tied at 6. Robinson. Ikawoba with the basketball. Zone defense by Victoria. Robinson looks back over to McBride, pulls in and hits the shot. And it's an 8-6 Westerner lead. Western Texas College Basketball Classic from the Coliseum here in Snyder, Texas. Victoria College in the black uniforms. Goodman with the dribble. Starts to drive out of control in the corner. And a fadeaway three that he threw up Strickland, and he got it. And Victoria has their first lead of the ball game, 9-8. Ikawoba back the other way. Izagu, Robinson. He'll put up a three, and his pass was blocked. And back the other way, and Smith has his shot blocked. Izagu saves it to Ikawoba. Ikawoba now with the drive off the glass, and got it. 10-9 Westerners, 13:38 to go in the first half. Action starting to pick up now, end to end. And McBride reaches in for the steal. And they're going to call the foul on Goodman. All right, it's a timeout on the floor. You're watching Western Texas College basketball live from the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas at the WTC Classic. Westerners 1-point lead over Victoria, 10-9. We'll be back in just a little bit. All right, it's Victoria College basketball. And evidently that foul was on McBride, not Goodman. And it's a 12-10 lead now for Victoria College. Robinson over to Ikawoba. Now they're working against the zone. Uzagu to McBride, out to Robinson. Kicks it out, Ikawoba, McBride. Starts to drive. Cross-court pass. And the three is up, and I don't know if he got it in or not, but evidently, nope, they count it. 13-12, right at the buzzer. Lawal gets the three, and the alley-oop dunk to Strickland, and got completely behind the Westerners' defense. Ikawoba out with the basketball, and Victoria the 14-13 lead. McBride, Uzagu inside, up off the glass, can't get it to go, but he was fouled. And I believe the foul was on Williams. So Benjamin Uzagu at the line, and he hits the first free throw, shooting 62% on the season from the foul line. Game now tied at 14, and the second one no good. Lawal attempted to tip it in, but couldn't get it. Meanwhile, Ian Lavallee, the freshman from Australia, is waiting at the scorer's table to check in. Back the other way, and a three, no good for Victoria by Smith. McBride back the other way. Behind him, Ikawoba fakes the three, starts to move in. There's contact, and he draws the foul. And it's Smith that collects the foul. One thing is the Westerners, even though Victoria does have a lot of size, the Westerners are also a little bit outnumbered as far as depth and number of personnel, as Ikawoba hits the free throw. He's shooting 68% on the season from the foul line. If the Westerners can force the Pirates into some foul issues, that can kind of even out some of the depth of numbers disparity between the two clubs. 16-14, the Westerners have the lead now by 2. Back the other way, and Williams hits another shot, and we're tied at 16. Into Lavallee, back out to Robinson. On top, Lavallee moves in, fires up the jumper, no good. Long rebound, Robinson, his three-point shot is blocked. He gets it back and avoids the contact, but then misses that shot, and Lavallee moves in on the offensive rebound. He can't get it back in, but he's fouled. And the foul on Williams. Five team fouls on Victoria here in the first half with 11 minutes to go. We're tied at 16. Lavallee at the foul line. For the Westerners, he's only shot, that was his 4th free throw attempt. His 5th there, 1 out of 2 from the line. And the Westerners have a 17-16 lead. Devin Paz, the freshman from San Angelo, Texas, Lakeview High School, 6'3", he enters into the ball game. And Victoria out on top for 3, no good. And a rebound hard off the rim goes through the hands of a couple of the Westerners. In for Victoria, number 30, Matthew Turner, a 6'7" forward from Leander, Texas. Back the other way is Strickland, no good. A rebound, Lavallee to Paz. Over to Robinson across the timeline. With the dribble at the top of the key, right side. Paz back to Robinson. Wants a screen, tries to use that in the corner. McBride fakes a three, pulls up. Can't get it to go, but Lavallee there with an offensive rebound and the tip back. And it's a 19-16 Westerner lead, 10 minutes to go in the first half. Turner over to Smith. Back to Goodman, the floater, up and in. 19-18, the Westerner lead of 1. Robinson now. McBride. Paz inside. Powell looks to make his move, but back to McBride. Robinson open for three. McBride will take it. It's off and out of bounds. Turnover back to the Pirates. 19-18, the Westerners lead. It's Pirates basketball. Just under 10 minutes to go, and there's a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. You're watching WTC Classic Basketball. The Westerners hosting the Pirates from Victoria College here live from the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. WTC Classic here from the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. The Western Texas College Westerners in the final game of the evening hosting the Victoria College Pirates. Westerners lead 19-18, 9:20 to go in the first half, and the Pirates with the basketball. Goodman fires a three and nails it. 21-19, Victoria College. There's been some offense by both teams, but not a lot of defense by the Westerners, as Victoria has done a good job efficiently finding open shots. Ikawoba, Robinson will fire for three, and he's got it. Boy, that's big for the Westerners. They needed that. And they get the lead back, 22-21. Goodman now for the Pirates. The basketball. Good defense by Lavallee. Inside. And people fly by Johnson, who got everybody up in the air. And the foul on Ikawoba. That's his first foul. So the first free throw is good for Johnson. Has another one coming. Chandler Johnson shooting 50% from the foul line on the season. 9 out of 18, now 10 out of 19. And make it 11 out of 20 now for the season for Johnson. And the Pirates back on top, 23-22 over the Westerners. Robinson. Oh, Robinson drives and gets the dribble drive penetration all the way to the rim. Can't get the shot, but he is fouled. And I believe they got the foul on Turner. But it will give Robinson 2 shots at the foul line. Ahmad shooting 73% on the season. He and Lawal and Ikawoba have taken the most free throw attempts along with Isagu. They've all taken 30-plus free throw attempts so far in the year. We're now tied up at 23. Robinson, another shot coming, and Lavallee is early by a whole bunch, which takes the free throw away from Robinson. And we're tied at 23, Victoria College basketball. Johnson now. Turner with it, hounded by Lavallee. Now Goodman with the basketball. Splits the double team, but loses the basketball up to Ikawoba driving. And all kinds of contact from Turner, and the ball won't spin in, and no call. Goodman, the transition 3, no good. And Ikawoba with the rebound. Top of the key. Sam back to Robinson. Starts to try to get the offense started. Drives in. Paz will go in, kicks it off to Lavallee, who can't handle the pass. And tough to handle the live drive passes there on the interior. So it'll be Victoria College basketball. The game is tied at 23 in the first half. 7:11 to go. Victoria with the basketball in the corner. Harkema inside to Johnson, who couldn't get the shot to drop. Robinson back the other way for the Westerners. Ahmad Robinson with the basketball and the dribble at the top. Guarded by Smith. Izagu inside, McBride. Robinson is open for 3, and he gets it. Ahmad Robinson shooting 20% on the season from the three-point line. Has hit a couple here. Westerners lead 26-23. Westerners, Johnson for 3 from the corner, gets it. And Victoria has shown they're willing and able to shoot the 3 if left unguarded. Game tied at 26, 6 minutes to go in the first half. McBride will fire a 3, but he can't get it to go. And it's over the top of the backboard, so the out of bounds, the turnover goes back to Victoria. Harkema inbounds. Harkema into the game for Victoria. He's a 6'2 sophomore from Louisville, Kentucky. And Smith, a nice move to the bucket. Can't get the shot to drop. A battle for the rebound. And Izagu with the foul. And Marquis Strickland, the 6'6 sophomore from Miami, he is a load to handle underneath for Victoria, but he misses the free throw. And we're still tied at 26. That one is good. Izagu now will inbound to the Westerners. Ikawoba to Robinson. Moves into the lane. Off to Izagu, who tries to get the dunk, can't do it. And the ball is tipped out after a missed putback by Luau. And dragging his pivot foot is Harkema. And that's a travel and a turnover back to the Westerners. 27-26. Victoria College with the lead. 5.5 to go in the first half. Robinson to Ikawoba, asking for some people to move, and then the 2-3 zone by the Pirates. Robinson starts to make a move, tries to force his way in and it forces a bad pass and a travel. I didn't think they were going to call it, by Johnson, who was trying to do the quick touch pass. And so a turnover back to the Westerners, 27-26. Victoria College leads with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Robinson now with the dribble against Smith across the timeline. Now Victoria switching back to the man-to-man. They switch back between zone and man-to-man. Ikawoba. Oh! And they're going to call a charge on Sam Ikawoba, and it looked like Smith was down inside the circle. Wow. Tough call on Sam Ikawoba. All right, it's a timeout on the floor. We're going to take one as well. You're watching the WTC Basketball Classic live from the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. Westerners down by 1 to Victoria College, 26-27, under 5 minutes to go in the first half. We'll be back in just a little bit. And some scores around Division I college basketball. Number 6, Kansas, 63-62 over Southern Utah in the second half. Auburn up on Texas Southern, 52-39. UConn, number 25 UConn, 40-28 over UNC Wilmington. And Alabama, number 18, over Jacksonville State, 35-28, and that's in the first half. Colorado defeats Texas A&M, number 24 Texas A&M, 103-75 in the Myrtle Beach Invitational. Meanwhile, the Pirates missed the shot. The Westerners trying to force something back the other way, and Robinson picks up the basketball, and let's see what they call. And it's a foul on Matthew Turner. And it's going to put Robinson to the line, so credit Ahmad Robinson for creating something out of nothing. 27-26. Victoria College has the 1 point lead as Robinson from the Westerners goes to the line. And he hits the first one. We're tied up at 27. Pending this, and Robinson gets them both. So the Westerners get a 1 point lead. 28-27, 4:16 to go in the first half. Goodman for Victoria College. The Pirates with the basketball over to Strickland. They double team him. They kick it out to Goodman. Johnson back to Strickland. Goodman, he'll start to drive. Strickland will fire a three and gets the bottom of the net, and it'll be a turnover back to the Westerners. Westerners better defense that time, keeping track of where Strickland was along the baseline. Robinson now to McBride, double team, but they get to Ikawoba. And Lawal saves the errant pass. McBride, Robinson, he'll go in and take the three, can't get it. And here comes the Pirates. Goodman with the basketball. 3:20 to play in the first half. Johnson, bounce pass, backdoor. Robinson, great hands with the steal. Tried to throw it off to Lawal, but it was behind him. That creates an opportunity the other way, and Strickland loses it out of bounds. Oh, wow. Strickland knocked that out of bounds, but they gave Victoria College the basketball. Strickland moves inside, and Lawal commits the foul. So Strickland will go to the line for two. So Strickland hits the first foul shot. Strickland, the second leading scorer, averaging 13 points a game coming into this for the Pirates. Meanwhile, Lavallee comes in for Lawal for Western Texas College. Strickland hits them both. And the Pirates have a 29-28 lead over the Westerners. Robinson back up now for Western Texas. With the dribble. Inside. Into the corner. Izagu tries an impossible reverse layup, but he does draw the foul. And he'll get to go to the foul line for two shots. And that's going to be against, I think, Matthew Turner, number 30. So Izagu misses the free throw. Score remains 29-28, Victoria College, 2:37 to go in the first half. And the shot is good. So Izagu hits the second of the free throws. And we're tied up at 29. Victoria College basketball. Turner around to Strickland. Out on top, Harkema completely out of control and travels. So the turnover back to the Westerners. Westerner basketball now. They've reined the ball up. 2:20 to go in the first half. The game is tied at 29. Ikawoba, Robinson, McBride, back to Robinson. They're looking inside. They've got a high-low action in there. Izagu gets it. Ikawoba thought about the three. Robinson inside to Lavallee. Tough pass for him to handle, and it's a turnover. And Izagu's going to commit the foul in the backcourt against Strickland. 7 team fouls on the Westerners, so it's a one-on-one bonus opportunity at the line for Strickland. Game tied at 28. And Lawal's going to come in now for Izagu. He's got 2 fouls on him. Strickland manages to bank it in and has another shot coming. And hits that one as well. Strickland with 12 points in the ball game. Robinson now bringing the ball up for the Westerners. They're down to Victoria College, 31-29. Robinson moves in, and inside, Ikawoba manages to shield his defender and gets the layup. And we're tied at 31. Victoria College bringing the ball back up. Goodman, the left-handed dribble, and they're going to call Robinson for the foul. And so the pace of the game is slowed considerably as the fouls begin to mount. Both teams with 8 team fouls in this half. That's Robinson's first foul. So Goodman's going to get the 1-and-1. He hits the first one, and so he has another one coming. For Goodman, he scored, that's his 7th point. Now he's got 8. Victoria College ahead of the Westerners, 33-31. 1:20 to go in the first half. McBride with the dribble up to Ikawoba. In the corner, McBride starts to make a move, goes up, gets the shot. Well, I presume there was a travel call. So the turnover back to Victoria, 33-31. Pirates, and they have the basketball. Inside to Turner, wide open. Gets the bucket, and the Pirates now take a 4-point lead at near the end of the first half. 35-31. Westerners, Robinson, McBride with it. He picks up his dribble. A flat-footed 3, no good. Long rebound. Goes out of bounds. So with 30 seconds to go in the first half, Victoria College has the ball and the lead, 35-31, over the Westerners here at the WTC Classic, live from the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. Goodman with the basketball now. And there are 8 seconds left in the shot clock. 5, about a 3-second differential. Harkema, and a shot clock violation. And so the Westerners will have 3 seconds to advance the basketball and try to get a shot off. Lawal takes a dribble, fires it up. Oh, and he hits the back of the iron. Nearly got it to go in. And at the half, it's 35-31, Victoria College. The Pirates with the lead over the Westerners from Western Texas College. All right, we'll try to grab some statistics and share those with you, and then we'll be back for the second half in a few minutes. You're watching Western Texas College basketball live from the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas at the WTC Basketball Classic. Hello, everybody. Gear and Skates here as we are getting ready to start the second half of play here at the WTC Classic, the Western Texas College Classic. Your final game of this evening, the Westerners in the home white jerseys are down at the half 35-31 to the Victoria College Pirates. Looking at some statistics from the first half for Victoria, Williams had a pair of points. Goodman had 9, 7 by Johnson, 3 by Hawkins, and 12 by Strickland. Also, 2 points off the bench for Matthew Turner. The Pirates shot 41% from the field and 36% from the three-point line and 90% from the free throw line. For the Westerners, they were led with 11 points by Ahmad Robinson. McBride chipped in a pair. Izagu with 4, 8 by Ikawoba. Lowell with 3, and off the bench, Ian Lavallee with 3. The Westerners shot 36% from the field, 21% from the three-point line, and 67% from the free throw line. In fact, the difference in the free throw shooting is the exact difference here in the score at the half, but we'll see if the Westerners can maybe get untracked a little bit offensively, find a way to do better against the Victoria College zone, and also to see if they're able to sustain some defense. So now we've had a change. It looks like in uniform. All right, no, Smith has 13 and somebody else is wearing 12. So, but that's what happens a lot of times when there's some uniform switches, and Smith didn't waste any time as he drove the lane and got the left-handed layup. And Victoria, just like that, 37-31 the lead over the Westerners. They've dropped back into that 2-3 zone. Robinson trying to get the key to unlock it. Ikawoba fires a 3 and gets it. And that was a big shot for the Westerners. 37-34. Second half underway. Victoria College with the basketball and the three-point lead. Smith in the corner. Looks for the step back. Instead, Johnson fires away, and he gets it. And it's a 40-34 lead for Victoria College. McBride. Ikawoba back to Robinson. Directs traffic a little bit. Underneath, Izagu gets underneath and open and does a good job maintaining control and gets the bucket. 40-36 Victoria College. The lead in the basketball. Victoria left to right on your video screen. Moving around is Williams. Off to Strickland. Starts to move into the corner, but picks up his dribble and shoots a tough fadeaway shot. With the clock shot winding down, it's a violation, and it'll be Westerner basketball. And that's the kind of defense that Matt Hardy's looking for from his club, and the kind that'll help him climb back into this game. Westerners with the ball, down by 4. McBride moves in, gets a close shot, and a nice look there by McBride, Mason McBride, and it's a 40-38 Victoria College lead. The Pirates with the basketball, they bring it across. Goodman to Johnson. Johnson to Williams. Williams starts to make a move. Smith, a long 3, no good. Izagu the rebound, and Robinson brings it up. The break under control. Ikawoba down in the corner. They look for Izagu again. Starts to make a move down there. Up, and he draws the foul. avoided the temptation of too many dribbles and was able to make a move to the bucket, and he'll be at the line to shoot 2. And the foul is going to be on Williams. That'll be his 3rd, and a timeout is called with 17 and a half to go in the second half. The Westerners at the line, down 2, 40-38 to Victoria College. We'll be back in just a moment. Azigu at the line to shoot 2 and misses the first one. But he does hit the second. And it's a 40-39, excuse me. Victoria College lead of 1 over the Westerners. They have the basketball, the Pirates. And Strickland has it to Williams, and he's fouled from behind by Ikawoba. And I think that's going to be Sam's 3rd. And Williams now with the basketball. Goodman shoots the jumper, and at the buzzer gets it to drop. And it's a 42-39 lead. And Victoria back the other way now. Westerners draw within 1. And on the baseline, they're going to count the basket and the foul, evidently. Foul on Robinson. Ikawoba now. Westerners coming back down 45-41. Ikawoba for 3, can't get it to go. Rebound to Strickland. Victoria. Goodman now fires a long 3, can't get it to go, and Ikawoba runs it down. Back the other way. Robinson forces the action. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Westerner basketball. Underneath, a nice pass. And Lawal saw Ikawoba underneath and was able to get him the pass for an easy bucket. 45-43. Westerners pulled back to within 2. 15 and a half to go in the second half. Johnson, Smith, Goodman makes a move, loses control. Johnson and then Smith after the loose ball. Smith drives and gets it off the glass and in. Robinson now comes back the other way for the Westerners. They're down 4, 47-43 to Victoria. Azigu back to Robinson, starts to make a move. Inside, and Ikawoba there to pick up the loose ball and the tip, but not able to get it back in. But there is a foul in the play, and I believe it's going to be on Smith. All right, they're going to go ahead and call a timeout. We're going to take one as well. 14:51 to go in the second half. You're watching the Western Texas College Basketball Classic live from the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. Right now, the Victoria College Pirates up by 4 over the Western Texas College Westerners, 47-43. We'll be back in just a little bit. All right, we come back from the timeout. And Sam Ikawoba is going to be shooting foul shots for the Westerners. Again, they're wearing their home whites here on their home court in the WTC Basketball Classic. Moving from right to left on your viewing screen. Victoria College, the Pirates, they have the lead by 4, 47-43. 14:51 to go in the second half. And Ikawoba gets the shot to drop. There's another free throw coming, and he gets that. So the Westerners climb back to within 2, 47-45. Victoria College has the basketball at Smith with the dribble. Man-to-man defense now by the Westerners. Goodman starts to make a drive. He's cut off there. The pass tipped and stolen by Robinson. And bodies have hit the floor before the fast break ensued. And now the officials are going to try to talk and sort it all out. So Goodman trying to draw a foul, got called for the flop. So that's a technical. And Robinson, meanwhile, gets the one shot. It's a one-shot technical shot on a flop. So Ikawoba is going to inbound the ball for the Westerners. The Westerners, meanwhile, with that made free throw, have pulled within 1 of Victoria College. And Robinson trying to run hard and maintain control at full speed, loses the ball out of bounds. So Victoria College, the 1 point lead and the basketball. Smith with it, 14.5 to go in the second half. Smith, crossover move, back the other way to Goodman. Goodman, top of the key, lets it fly, no good. Lawal the rebound. A good block out there by Lawal. Robinson now drives, stops, pops, can't get it. Izagu puts it up among the bodies, puts it up again, and this time he draws the foul from Christopher Williams. And for Williams, I know that's at least his third. So Izagu goes to the line. He's got 9 points so far tonight, and he hits the free throw. That looked a lot better. Smith comes out. Strickland in. Harkema in. Johnson. That free throw is out, and this game is tied at 47. 14 minutes to go in the second half. Victoria College with the basketball. Strickland at the free throw line. Kicks it out. Back around to Goodman. And in the corner, and Johnson can't hit the three, and Izagu a solid rebound. McBride now back the other way. McBride's had a few looks, but hasn't quite been able to really find his stride offensively in this game. Robinson, meanwhile, over to Lawal, who drives off the glass. He can't get the shot, but he does draw the foul. So Lawal shooting 2 shots. I believe the foul was on number 10, Johnson. And Lawal gets the free throw, so he breaks the tie. The Westerners a 1 point lead now, 48-47. Lawal shooting 68% from the foul line on the season. And he gets 2 out of 2 there. 49-47. 13 minutes to go in the second half. And the official stopping play. Goodman with the basketball now for Victoria College. Owen has it tipped away, a near fast break opportunity for the Westerners. Here comes Strickland in. Lawal challenges him and is going to get called for the foul. So we'll go back to the free throw line, and Strickland will be shooting from there. Izagu now checks in for Lawal, who picked up his third foul there. That free throw is off, but the offensive rebound and the missed free throw by Harkema, so the Westerners failed to block out. And it creates an offensive opportunity for Goodman, who gets the bucket, and we're tied again at 49 12.5 to go in the second half. Robinson the other way now. Behind him, Ikawoba now. Lavallee goes out to set a screen in the corner. McBride bobbled it, has it back inside. Lavallee can't hold on to it, and it's stolen by the Pirates. Johnson a long three, can't get it to go, but another offensive rebound by Victoria. Oh, and just like that, a long three by the Pirates, and they lead 52-49. Robinson up ahead to McBride, and Lavallee gets the open pass, the open look, and gets the bucket. Westerners down by one, 52-51 to Victoria College. The Pirates with the basketball. Strickland, top of the key, works inside, gets to the glass, and good. And Strickland has been the primary go-to guy along with Goodman for Victoria College. Goodman with 16 and Strickland with 14. Robinson now. Ikawoba pulls up for the jumper, can't get it to go. Tipped around. Harkema up ahead to Goodman, and the alley-oop, the pass was errant. Johnson wasn't able to salvage that, and back the other way, Robinson has the ball stripped out of his hands. And Harkema picks up the foul for Victoria College. All right, 5 team fouls on Victoria, 3 on the Westerners here in the second half. Just under 11 minutes to go. Robinson at the foul line to shoot a pair. All right, we've got some substitutions, people moving around. So you got Turner out there, Smith, Harkema, Strickland. And Westbrook for Victoria College. And the free throw good. 54-52. The lead is 2 by Victoria College. The Westerners have climbed back to within 2. The Pirates, though, have the basketball along with the lead. The fire up on the 3 by Smith, no good. Rebound, Ikawoba. Back to Robinson. Robinson, loses control, but he saves the possession. McBride kicks it out. The ball for 3. And Azigu gets the shot and the putback, and he draws the foul. So Turner commits the foul. Azigu gets the bucket. He's got 12 points in the ball game. And we're tied up at 54. And Azigu misses the free throw. Getting opportunities at the foul line are the Westerners, but not really able to cash in. Smith, Harkema, Strickland with it now for Victoria. Johnson top of the key. Cross-court pass. Ikawoba goes for the steal, one at the foul. Westbrook can't get it to go. Robinson picks up the loose ball going the other end of the way. And he's fouled. And that will put Robinson, I believe, at the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. This game tied at 54. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor, so we're going to take one as well. You're watching the Western Texas College Basketball Classic. Men and women playing in this Classic round robin. And the Westerners, last game of the evening tonight, tied with the Victoria College Pirates, 54 all. Timeout, and we'll be back in about 40 seconds. All right, Ahmad Robinson for the Westerners at the foul line. Getting a 1-and-1 opportunity. Of course, makes the first one. He'll get another shot at it. And he misses it. Oh, and he steals it on the miss and gets the layup. Super quickness by Robinson. Johnson didn't realize that he was behind him, and Ahmad stole the ball and put it back in. And the Westerners have climbed back to take a 2-point lead, 56-54, with 9.5 minutes to go in the second half. Somewhat reminiscent of the Lady Westerners game, where they bet the Lady Westerners in their win, 55-53, were behind most of the game to Coastal Bend, but found a way to pull it out at the end. But again, turnovers hurting the Westerners, trying to force something there. The pass intended for Lawal, but not able to connect between Ikawoba and Lawal. So back the other way comes Victoria. Smith, the spin move. Strickland will work his way in. Gets to the basket, his shot is blocked, but then he gets the putback up and in. This game is tied at 56. Ikawoba now to Robinson. Robinson 15 points in the game. And Izagu, a nice move, uses his body to shield the defender and gets the left-handed layup. 58-56 Westerners, and back comes Victoria. Strickland inside open, and McBride picks up the foul. So Smith shooting 2 shots. They straightened out the uniform situation. Up ahead, Ikawoba. A near steal. Izagu with it off the glass and good. And Izagu again gets a chance to connect down low, and he does. Back the other way now. Harkema starts to move in. It's cut off by there. And they're going to call a foul on Lawal out away from the basket. Tough call there on Lawal. 7:50 to go in the second half. Westerners a 60-57 lead. Lawal has to come out. Lavallee comes in. And the Pirates inbound the ball. Strickland with it to Turner. And a quick three, no good. And the Westerners there to get the rebound. Ikawoba back the other way. Ezigu the spin move. Contact. Gets bumped. He doesn't get the bucket, but he is going to draw the foul, and I think it's going to be against Turner. And it is. So Turner, that is his fifth foul. So Ezigu at the line, misses the free throw. So you've got Smith and Harkema both on the floor. And the ball tipped away on the steal. Here comes Ikawoba, and he gets an open layup. But there was Lavallee, who's done a lot of yeoman's work to get the putback, and Robinson gets that steal and gets the layup, and good. And just like that, the Westerners defensively get a couple of turnovers, a couple of key buckets. And just like that, they're up 65-57 with 7 minutes to go in the second half. So the Westerners able to take advantage of some opportunities to be able to get a couple of steals, and again, doing it at the defensive end. All right, there's a timeout on the floor. We're going to take one as well. The Westerners lead Victoria College now 65-57. 7 minutes to go in the ball game. We'll be back in just a little bit. All right, we're back with 7 minutes to go in the ball game. The Westerners battling all night to try to stay with Victoria College have been able to get a couple of defensive stops and some easy buckets the other way, and have taken a 65-57 lead. Smith back around the other way. Goodman with it. Starts to step back in the corner, and firing away is Smith for three and gets the bucket. And just like that, it's a 65-60. Westerner lead, 6.5 to go. Lavallee inside to Ezigu, gets it up and inside. And boy, Ezigu has really started to find his work inside here in the second half. 67-60, the Westerners lead. Victoria, the Pirates with the basketball. Strickland out. Smith another three, but can't get it to go. Lavallee the rebound. Ikawoba. Sam brings it up over to Ahmad Robinson. Robinson now to McBride behind him. Robinson thought about the three. Says let's pull it out with 15 seconds and run some offense. Tries to get a screen. Izagu somehow gets inside again on the high pick and roll. And Izagu is able to get the bucket. 69-60, the Westerners lead. And the defense is picked up, and Goodman, too much dribbling. And Ikawoba's going to fire a three, and man, that would have been huge. Robinson tries to save it, and Ikawoba's going to reach in and get the foul. 70 feet from the basket. And Izagu, all of a sudden, 21 points in this game is going to come out. And Lawal's going to come in to give Izagu a breather. And the pace is picked up, but a lot of dribbling by Victoria. And the Westerners have done a better job of sagging in to cut off the dribble drives. And that created some loose balls and turnovers by the Pirates that the Westerners were able to take advantage of here over the last 3 minutes. Goodman now with it for Victoria College. Fires up a long three and gets it. But Victoria can fill it up from long range. There's no doubt about that. 69-63, the Westerner lead now 6. 4:50 to go in the ball game. Robinson, McBride, the zone by Victoria. McBride inside to Lavallee and loses the basketball. Goodman starts to move in. Can't get the spin off the bucket, and the shot is missed, and McBride has the rebound. Strickland could have been called for a foul there. Inside, wide open, Lawal. Contact, no call, but he does get the bucket. So Emmanuel Lawal with it. 71-63, Westerners, 4:08 to go in the ball game. Goodman now for the Pirates, back the other way. Williams fires away and off the glass and good. And of course the Pirates have shown the propensity to shoot the three, and you can see they can shoot themselves right back into it in a hurry. Oh, open is Lavallee, and he missed the dunk. He wanted a foul in the contact, didn't get it. Ikawoba though gets the steal, and Strickland reaches in and gets the foul. All right, they do call the foul on Strickland. That'll be his second. And it's going to create a timeout. 9 team fouls on the Pirates, 6 on the Westerners here at this stage of the ball game, deep into the second half. There's a timeout on the floor. You're watching the WTC Basketball Classic live from the Coliseum in Snyder. The Westerners holding on to a 71-66 lead over Victoria College. We'll be back in just a little bit. All right, for the Westerners, Sam Ikawoba is going to go to the foul line. No basket was the call on the foul. Strickland committed the foul. So with 3:32 to go in the second half, Coach Matt Hardy's pulled the rest of the team away from the foul line. And Ikawoba hits the shot. And with 9 team fouls on Victoria, the Westerners will be shooting 2 the rest of the way. It's a 72-66 Westerner lead. And make it 73-66. So the Westerners getting some opportune buckets here at the end of the game, trying to hold off the Pirates in their comeback attempt. And just like that, Goodman gets to the rim and draws the foul from Lawal. And so he's going to have a chance to get a three-point play, another three-point play, at least the opportunity for the Pirates. And Emmanuel Lawal, unfortunately for the Westerners, has fouled out of the ball game. And that's a big loss for the Westerners because, again, they're not real deep in numbers as it is. So Zygu comes in. Victoria gets the 3 points, 73-68. Westerners with 3:19 to go. So the Westerners are going to continue to have to look for good shots and not turn the ball over and really value the basketball. Ikawoba now with the basketball out there. Cross-court pass, McBride for 3, got it! Man, that's huge by Mason McBride. 76-69, Westerners, 2:49 to go. Goodman with the dribble. Williams starts to make a move, back to Goodman. Back to Williams, fires for 3. No good though, and Lavallee with the rebound. Actually a critical possession here for the Westerners. If they're able to get a bucket, they could really make it a lot more difficult for the Pirates. Robinson now. Oh, off to a Zygu. Hammers it down with both hands. And a timeout on the floor, and that moves the Westerner lead 78-69. And the Westerners have really turned up the defense and been much more efficient on offense and better interior passing here, you know, really over the last, the last 8 minutes of this half. All right, there is a timeout on the floor. We're going to go ahead and take one as well. You're watching the WTC Basketball Classic live from the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. All right, inbounding the basketball will be the Victoria College Pirates. The Westerners have the lead, 78-69 with just under 2 minutes to go. Westerners down for a large part of the ball game. In the last 7 minutes have used some good defense, rebounding, and some fast breaks to get the lead and get a little bit of distance. Goodman fires up a 3, tries to call to do the thought he was going to try to flop it down. He made the 3, and now there's words between him and Robinson. So now there's a discussion between the officials on what the call is. After Goodman made the 3, He was kind of turning around, whiffing a little bit at Robinson. So we'll see how they sort it all out. We're waiting. There is a technical foul. Okay, it looks to me like what they've done is they've called a double technical foul, one on Goodman and one on Robinson. So it's going to be Westerner basketball with 1:36 to go, and with that three by Goodman, it's drawn the Pirates to within 78-72, so this is not over. The Westerners still need to play solid offense, use some clock, and try to get a good look at the basket, or at least draw the foul. And there is a foul called, and I believe it's on Smith. So with the double bonus situation, that's going to give Ikawoba 2 shots. So 2 big shots here. For the Westerners, if they're going to win this game, they'll probably have to do it right here from the foul line. Ikawoba sinks them. 80-72, the Westerners the lead over Victoria. Goodman back the other way, starts to make a move, and literally lowers his shoulder and runs over Robinson, and they're going to call Robinson for the foul. And a stop clock is exactly what Victoria College wants to have. So it's been a parade at the foul line here in the last several minutes. 1:16 to go, 80-72, the Westerners. Goodman at the line for Victoria, hits the free throw. He's got 26 points in this ball game, leading all scorers. Zaigu with 23 points for the Westerners leads them. And he makes both, and we're back to a 4-point game, 80-74. Robinson up to Ikawoba and throws it over the head of Zaigu. And that's exactly what the Westerners don't need. Goodman starts to move in. He's cut off there. Into the corner. And I believe he either traveled or stepped on the end line. I think he stepped on the out-of-bounds line. And so the ball goes back over to the Westerners. So the Pirates do the Westerners a favor and turn the ball back over to them. So Robinson with the ball, trying to run some clock. Eight seconds on the shot clock. Robinson in it somehow. Gets the bucket. Goodman has 27 points in this ball game. 27 of the 74 from Victoria College, and he gets another one. So Goodman certainly has taken the offensive load on his shoulder. Up ahead to Zaigu. Over to McBride. Back to Robinson. And he's fouled by Smith. And so Robinson with just under 12 seconds to go. We'll go to the line to shoot two. The Westerners leading 82-76. Robinson shoots, and he gets it. So Ahmad Robinson hits the free throw. And for the Westerners, with 12 seconds to go, you definitely don't want to foul anybody or turn it over. 1 out of 2 from the line there for Ahmad Robinson of the Westerners, and they lead 83-76. They let Goodman go in, but Azigu blocks the shot as Lavallee picks up the loose ball. And the Westerners hang tough, battle and battle and battle, and find a way to get themselves back into the game and uses some tough defense. And get the win, 83-76, to move themselves to 4-3 on the season. Meanwhile, the Pirates dropped to 1-7, and it was a tough ball game, very heavily competed, but a good job by the Westerners. Opportunistic offense and great defense, able to